Hello, and what's up, everyone? It's been a minute since I did a review. Number one, it's been busy and it was Thanksgiving week last week, and I've been doing a lot of homework lately, so I haven't had time to do any type of review. And will I ever do a Raw review? Raw's been so ass so many times, it's really not even bothered to do a review. I didn't do one the week before. Will I do one from last Monday's? Maybe, but it was still boring as hell. But I am here to do a TNA Impact Wrestling review. I am here to do that. Now, I may have been out last week and didn't do the rest of the next bracket for the World Title Series, but as we now enter the round of 16 of who's facing who tonight, the 16 participants that have won, which I'm surprised Austin Aries didn't get through it, but it's a lot of matches throughout tonight in the round of 16. Bobby Lashley versus Drew Galloway, Matt Hardy versus Bobby Roode, DJZ versus EC3, Gail Kim versus Tigre Uno, Awesome Kong versus Jesse Goddard, Eli Drake versus Mahabali Shera, Davey Richards versus Bram, and King versus Eric Young. As we pretty much kicked off first match, DJZ versus EC3, which the crowd was really singing his theme song in the ring. Pretty much, they had a pretty much good match. I'll give them that. And I knew who was really going to win. EC3 was going to go through since he's still undefeated and everything. Pretty much still hitting the 1%er. So I'm not surprised he made it through. Pretty much then Gail Kim cut a promo talking about, she's always talked about the Knighthouse division. She's going to make it more important when she's going for the World Heavyweight title. As she went against Tigre Uno, who he didn't even want to face her. And they had a very good match. I'll give them that. As pretty much throughout the match, Matthews explained on commentary that people in AAA have always went against the women. Just like Lucha Underground, it's always been a men versus women type of thing. Just to see who's the better wrestler. But pretty much Tigre Uno looked like he didn't want it, but he still won the match by a roll-up, defeating Gail Kim after dodging the Eat Defeat. And pretty much they shook hands after that. So it was pretty much a good match, even though if they wrestle like this in Mexico all the time, and Uno he acted like he didn't want to face Gail Kim and was scared to. Bram went against Davey Richards, which was a really good match, even though the crowd was kind of dead and Richards tried to wake them up. They had a really good match. Richards pretty much hit a roll-up on Bram, did the victory, as there was a lot of dives out the ring and Bram was brawling. But they really had a good match. Richards moved on, pretty much still proved himself as a single star. Now, one person I say who can cut a really good promo in his company, which I'm really becoming a fan of now, is Eli Drake. Let me tell you something right there. That's a fact of life, because you're definitely messing with Eli Drake. I'll give that. Let me say it again. Eli Drake. And he's going to get my Holla Shera right there. And because he's called him a moron and stuff, because he's going to lose tonight. As he went against Muhammad Shera's thing with that shuffling dance, he pretty much beat Eli Drake with the sky high, even though he's still green, and I don't know why TNA's pushing this guy. Unfortunately, the India tours got canceled for logistic issues or something like that. I don't know if it was terrorism or something. Yeah, okay, maybe the terrorist thing's a little bit worried about. I'll give them that. But I don't know anything what happened over there in India, because they were supposed to have live events, and that does kind of suck. That's going to happen. They may have to wait till next month when they move to their new station on Pop TV, and we'll see where that leads from there. But Shera, the guy's still greener than ever, and it's like, I don't know if you want to go with this guy, but they're trying to do what they can with him and to push him, showing good video packages and everything. So they're getting their best word out for him. For Shera. Pretty much then moving on, Matt Hardy cut a promo talking about Bobby Roode, saying Matt Hardy won't die, and say his form is Twist of Fate win, and he was going to take him out tonight. Roode went against Hardy, which with the time they got was good, but Hardy picked up the win with the Twist of Fate. Really good match with these two. I didn't almost know who I didn't want to go on, but we know why Matt Hardy's moving on. So Matt Hardy beat Bobby Roode tonight in the ring, moving on in the tournament. Jesse Goddard went against Awesome Kong, which was really surprised. It was a good segment, but Goddard's pretty much cut a promo on Kong, talking about, we know why you really are. You don't want to wrestle. You want to wrestle, but not that type of wrestle. And you're just out there to touch Goddard's body, and was going to give Kong a kiss, but Kong pretty much struck at him and threw him all over the place, attacking him in and out of the ring, as he was damn near running scared from Awesome Kong. pretty much she slammed him all over the place and was going to hit the splash on him from the top rope, but Goddard's dodge it, hit the roll up and beat Awesome Kong, which this segment was pretty much great, I'll give it that. He was really going crazy, like type of heel mode out there. And he beat the Monster Kong, as people say. He beat the Awesome One. I'm surprised none of the women even almost move on through this. Kenny King went against Eric Young, which the crowd was really with Kenny King throughout this match. Really good match, especially the crowd was really up for it. And I thought King was going to get the win over him because they talked about what Kenny King's doing. He was in a group that was, you know, that didn't, how can I say, his association with a group in progress. That's why he hasn't been on TV lately. Well, they didn't even say the Beatdown Clan since they just you know, defunct somehow for some reason. But Kenny King went on against Eric Young. King was going to get it, but once again, Eric Young used the ref and hit the pile driver and won the match. Since then, Eric Young won the match. Moving on to the tournament, well, Kenny King there, I guess he's not. Unless you went back to ROH, you're going for the tag team titles at the All Night Express, which Jim Cornette buried Kenny King, by the way, if you haven't seen that video. But he moved on. And main event, Drew Galloway versus Bobby Lashley. Hell of a match. Give him that. Hell of a match. Especially after their match last time. Bobby Lashley knew what to do when he dodged that Claymore move and hit the spear on him. So, we're moving on to the round of 8 next. Another great tournament episode. I wish I would have got more of last week. I really enjoyed Austin Aries versus Bobby Lashley last week, and multiple other people moving on inside the tournament of the winner go home part of the tournament. But now as we move closer and closer of making a new World Heavyweight Champion, here are the brackets. In Block A, it will be EC3 versus Davey Richards. Block B, Bobby Lashley versus Mahabali Shera. Block C, Tigre Uno versus Eric Young. And Block D, Jesse Goddard versus Matt Hardy. So get ready for that. Coming into the top 8 now of this entire tournament. Went from 32, now we're at 8 people. So great episode of Impact. I will be trying to get some more reviews in going because I'm really going to shit on Raw for the bullshit they've been doing for the past I don't know how many weeks now. So I'll get to that. But I'm done with this Impact Wrestling review. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.